Some video games are fun from start to finish. Others seem to leave out the finish part and remain unbeatable forever. Here's a selection of games that, for whatever reason, haven't been beaten by very many people. Maybe you'd like to try. Battletoads. Its difficulty is the stuff of myth. Many claim to have beaten Battletoads without having any actual proof. The adventures of Rash, Zitz, and Pimple were exceptionally challenging because you had to battle multiple streams of bad guys, and you could accidentally punch your own teammate. It was completely possible to keep dying because of friendly attacks. Harsh. Takeshi's Challenge. Takeshi's Challenge gave fit to Japanese Famicom fans. The Takeshi in question is actor-director Takeshi Kitano, a man who holds the distinction of being one of the first celebrities to get involved with the world of gaming. Sadly, his efforts produced what is widely considered to be one of the worst games of all time. Takeshi's Challenge is nearly unbeatable, largely because of gameplay that pretty much depends on trial and error. There's even one section that requires the use of the second controller's microphone to sing karaoke. While the game could be beaten by suffering through the confusing gameplay, you could also have thrown 30,720 punches on the opening screen to get to the ending. Say goodbye to your thumbs, and maybe your mind. Super Meat Boy. Released in 2010, Super Meat Boy was created as an intentional throwback to the crazy hard games of our youth. And if you ask anyone who's played it, it definitely delivers on that promise. There are tons of videos on YouTube that show players dying over and over and over again. Needless to say, Super Meat Boy is one of the hardest games released in recent memory, and fans love it for that very reason. And while there are plenty of players that soldiered through the challenge of beating the game, Steam's global gameplay stats list a measly 2% of players have achieved 100% completion on it. Maybe they should rename this game to Super Incomplete Boy. Friday the 13th. As we mentioned, Super Meat Boy is an homage to the tight, challenging games of yesteryear. But for every Metroid or Super Mario Bros., there's lots of other old games that were hard not because they were good, but because they were bad. Very, very bad. Case in point, Friday the 13th for the original Nintendo Entertainment System. In 2009, Game Informer magazine included this on its list of the worst horror video games. Other magazines have gone a step further by calling Friday the 13th one of the worst games ever made, period. Friday the 13th is very nearly impossible to beat, but mostly because it's so crappy that most players would simply throw their controllers to the TV before getting anywhere close to completing it. That still counts, right? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Konami's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game deserves a special place on our list. Despite the fact that it gave players bald spots from tearing their hair out in frustration, it was actually very popular at the time. Because of impossible experiences like the ones provided by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we can finally look back at a time when games not only challenged us, but also extinguished our hope of finishing them. Call it a sneak peek at the harsh realities of adult life.
Oh, no!
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch more videos like the one you just saw, and leave us a comment to let us know which game you think is unbeatable.